Well, for many years, the Avenue of Flags has been presented at the Winter Cemetery. Memorial Weekend is upon us, and we wanted to learn more about all the effort and the planning that is involved with this wonderful presentation. We knew and learned that this presentation involves so many people. I had the honor to visit with Bob Benson at the cemetery, and Mr. Benson tells us how long the Avenue of Flags has been happening at the Winter Cemetery.
Well, I think it's been held since the 60s, and of course it's grown more and more every year, and so it's literally hundreds of flags now.
Mr. Benson gives us an idea of how many flags are involved.
Well, they normally put up around 400, but the requirements have been opened up, so this year anybody that has ever worn a military uniform, we want to honor those people and fly their flags. So this year we're going to have well over 150, somewhere between 550 to 575.
I also had the opportunity to visit with Jack Burns, and he enlightens us on the number of people it takes to make all this happen.
Okay, we have an umbrella organization, the Avenue of Flags Committee, that heads us up, but it takes a lot of individuals from throughout the community. We have VFW members, American Legion members, Boy Scouts, Rotary members, ESA, anyone who wants to volunteer, just citizens off the street. We can use their help on Memorial Day and on the Sunday afternoon before, laying out the flagpoles.
Well, there's so much involved in the setup and teardown of this incredible presentation. Mr. Benson talks more about that.
We'll put out the poles on Sunday afternoon at 4 o'clock. And so, of course, we would love all the volunteers there. And then at 6 o'clock on Monday morning, we actually put up the flags. And so we're going to ask everybody to meet on the west side of the cemetery on Monday, and we'll get it organized how we want to proceed with this.
Mr. Burns also gives us information on how the Avenue of Flags was originated.
Originally, Chris, this was a program devised by VFW members, American Legion members, and members of the disabled American veterans. Over the years, it has changed. They formed a foundation called the Avenue of Flags Foundation, and is now run by a committee that consists of Legion, VFW, and citizens from throughout the community.
In conclusion, I had the chance to ask Mr. Benson and Mr. Burns about what the Avenue of Flags has meant to both gentlemen.
Well, being an old service member myself, you know, we just want to honor these people that have done so much for our country, and you know, this project is super to honor those people, and so that's what we're all about here, and that's why I'm so happy to be involved with it, so that we can honor all those that have passed before us and fly their flag on Memorial Day.
Well, the Avenue of Flags is a very important way to recognize the members of our armed forces who have passed away. A small town like Winter has a large commitment to the flag of the United States, and this is just a great way to recognize those who have served the United States of America's armed forces.
The Avenue of Flags at the Winter Cemetery is an incredible display, and our service men and women deserve nothing less. A big thanks to all those individuals and organizations who helped make this effort a big success. Also, we'd like to thank Mr. Bob Benson and Mr. Jack Burns for their participation in this feature. And also on Memorial Day, make sure to thank a veteran. For this week's Spotlight on KWYR.com, I'm Chris Dosky.